Good morning, everyone. In today's lecture, we will be going through the Companies Act 2013. See, when we consider the industry, the industry has gone through the revolution, okay, through which, through the industrial revolution, the incorporation of or establishment of many of the small as well as large scale companies it was generated. Okay, due to this what happened is, due to such type of large scale companies and small scale companies, okay, something should be there to regulate the operations of this small scale companies as well as large scale companies. Okay, the need was felt, is it? See, due to industrial revolution and due to many of the policies, like the fast collapsing boundaries of the countries, okay, due to this what happened is, due to this the world came closer, and as the demand for the goods and the demand for different products, it was felt, it was felt from different countries, the so called different countries, it demanded, they demanded the goods from different countries. Okay, due to this what happened, due to this, yes, the world came closer, and many of the large scale companies, small scale companies, they do started their operation. Okay, बघा काय झालं तर इंडस्ट्री, इंडस्ट्रियल रिव्हॉल्युशनमुळे जे सगळे कंट्रीज होते वर्ल्डमधले, इज इट, आणि ग्लोबलायझेशन, प्रायव्हेटायझेशन, लिबरलायझेशन, इज इट, हे LPG जे आहे त्याच्यामुळे काय झालं तर पूर्ण जग, आणि त्याच्यामधले जे बाउंड्रीज होते त्या बाउंड्रीज ज्या होत्या त्या फास्ट कोलॅप्सिंग, म्हणजे काय झालं तर ह्या ज्या बाउंड्रीज होत्या जे देशांमधल्या, त्या देशांमधल्या बाउंड्रीज कमी झाल्या किंवा धूळसर झाल्या, इज इट, त्याच्यामुळे किंवा डिसअपियर झाल्या. यामुळे काय झालं तर एक्सचेंज ऑफ गुड्स आणि एक्सचेंज ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स हे जे होतं ते खूपच सोप्या रीतीने, इझियर पद्धतीने होऊ लागलं, इज इट. यामुळे काय झालं तर बरेचसे स्मॉल स्केल कंपनीज आणि लार्ज स्केल कंपनीज, इज इट, स्टार्ट झाले किंवा इनिशिएट झाले. आता जेव्हा आपण हे लार्ज स्केल कंपनीजचा विचार करतो, सी, whenever we think about this big companies or large scale companies, this organization require big investment and the risk involved is very high. So when we consider such type of large organizations, this large organizations, they require big investment, they require big investment. Due to this what happens, due to such type of big investments, usually yes, the risk involved into it, it is also, yes, it is also very high. See, when we consider these companies, yes, they might be having limited resources and unlimited liability of partners. Joint stock company form of business organization has become extremely popular as it provides a solution to overcome the limitations of partnership business. The multinational companies like Coca Cola and General Motors have their investors and customers spread throughout the world. The giant Indian companies may include the names like Reliance, Talco Bajaj Auto, Infosys Technology, Hindustan Lever Limited, Ranbaxy Laboratories Limited, etc. Okay, so when we consider the companies, okay, the structure of companies, it has changed to multinational companies, is it? When we consider large scale companies, okay, that can be joint stock companies and all. Okay, so when we consider all these types of companies, something should be there to regulate it. So the need was felt for the Companies Act. Okay, see what is Companies Act. See, when we go through the title of this act, yes, Companies Act, this act may be called as Companies Act 2013. It extends to whole of India. Okay, so when we consider Companies Act, okay, Companies Act is applicable to whole of India. ओके, म्हणजे ह्या ॲक्टला काय म्हटलं जातं, कंपनीज ॲक्ट 2013, दॅट्स इट. कंपनीज ॲक्ट 2013 असं म्हटलं जातं. ओके, आणि हे जे कंपनीज ॲक्ट आहे, ओके, पूर्ण भारतासाठी ते लागू आहे. ओके, पूर्ण भारत याच्यामध्ये कवर केला जातो, किंवा पूर्ण भारतामधील जे सर्व कंपनीज आहेत त्यांना तो ॲप्लिकेबल आहे. ओके, नेक्स्ट सेक्शन शॅल कम इन टू फोर्स at once and the remaining provisions of this act shall come into force on such date. Okay, see, when we consider the Companies Act, there are different sections contained into Companies Act 2013. Okay, and there are different provisions which are included into such type of Companies Act 2013. बघा, जेव्हा आपण कंपनीज ॲक्ट 2013चा विचार करतो, येस, त्याच्यामध्ये बरेचसे सेक्शन्स आहेत आणि त्या ॲक्ट थ्रू बरेचसे प्रोविजन्स केले जातात. ओके, सो वेन वी कन्सिडर कंपनीज ॲक्ट, okay, the central government may by notification in the official gazette, okay, appoint, and different dates may be appointed for different provisions of this act, and any reference in any provision to the commencement of this act shall be construed as a reference to the coming into force of that provision. Okay, see, through this procedure the provisions can be enacted. See, what are the different provisions of this act? Let's see. Yes, the provisions of this act shall apply to, okay, means who are required to follow this act. बघा, हे प्रोव्हिजन्स कोणासाठी आहेत, ह्या ॲक्टचे प्रोव्हिजन्स कोणासाठी आहेत आणि कोणी फॉलो करायचे हे प्रोव्हिजन्स. ओके, हे आता आपण बघणार आहोत. सी, द कंपनीज इनकॉर्पोरेटेड अंडर दिस ॲक्ट or under any previous company law, okay, the companies incorporated under this act or under any previous company law, is it, insurance companies, except in so far as the said provisions are inconsistent with the provisions of the Insurance Act 1938, okay, or the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority Act 1999. Okay, see, the companies who are incorporated under this act or under any previous company law, is it, they are supposed to follow the provisions. Okay, then insurance companies, okay, see, there are different types of insurance companies like life insurance companies, general insurance company. Yes, they are required to follow this provisions of this act, is it, except in so far as the said provisions are inconsistent with the provisions of the Insurance Act 1938. Okay, see, when we consider the provisions, yes, the provisions are inconsistent with the provisions of the Insurance Act 1938 or the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority Act 1999. See, some of the insurance companies also they are required to follow the provisions of Companies Act 2013. Okay, then the banking companies except insofar as the said provisions are inconsistent with the provisions of the Banking Regulations Act 1949. See, who are supposed to follow this act? Yes, the companies who have established under companies law, is it, or any previous company law. Then the insurance company, is it? Yes, they are required to follow those provisions. Okay, other than the provisions contained into Insurance Act 1938, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority Act 1999. Okay, then the banking companies. Okay, the banking companies. Uh, okay, they are also required to follow the provisions of Companies Act 2013. Okay, except which provisions? Okay, those provisions which are other than the Banking Regulation Act 1949. Is it? बघा, कंपनीज ॲक्ट 2013चे जे प्रोव्हिजन्स आहेत, ओके, कंपनीज ॲक्ट 2013चे जे सर्व प्रोव्हिजन्स आहेत, ओके, ते प्रोव्हिजन्स जे आहेत ते प्रोव्हिजन्स कोणी फॉलो करायचे आहेत? येस, ते प्रोव्हिजन्स सर्व कंपनीज ज्या कंपनीज ॲक्ट अंडर फॉर्म झालेल्या आहेत, इनकॉर्पोरेट झालेल्या आहेत, त्यांनी फॉलो करायच्यात. त्याच्यानंतर ज्या इन्शुरन्स कंपनीज आहेत त्यांनीसुद्धा ह्या फॉलो केल्या पाहिजेत. ओके, ज्या इन्शुरन्स कंपनीज आहेत त्या सर्व कंपनीजने फॉलो करायचेत. फक्त ज्या प्रोव्हिजन्स इन्शुरन्स ॲक्ट 1938 आणि इन्शुरन्स रेग्युलेटरी अँड डेव्हलपमेंट अथॉरिटी ॲक्टमधले जे प्रोव्हिजन्स आहेत ते पहिल्यांदा त्यांनी फॉलो करायचे आहेत आणि नंतर मग कंपनीज ॲक्टचे प्रोव्हिजन्स फॉलो करायचे आहेत. ओके, बँकिंग कंपनीजसुद्धा पहिल्यांदा त्यांनी काय करायचं आहे, बँकिंग रेग्युलेशन ॲक्ट 1949 फॉलो करायचं आहे आणि त्याच्यानंतर ते प्रोव्हिजन झाल्यानंतर मग ह्या कंपनीज ॲक्ट 2013चे प्रोव्हिजन्स फॉलो केले पाहिजे. ओके, अजून कुठले प्रोव्हिजन्स आहेत बघा. कंपनीज म्हणजे कोणकोणते कंपनीज आहेत? कंपनीज एंगेज्ड इन द जनरेशन और सप्लाय ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एक्सेप्ट so far as the said provisions are inconsistent with the provisions of Electricity Act 2003. Okay, see, those companies who are engaged into generation or supply of electricity, they are also required to follow the provisions of Companies Act 2013. Okay, but first they should follow the provisions of Electricity Act 2003 and then, okay, they are required to follow the Companies Act. Okay, then any other company governed by any special act for the time being in force except in so far as the said provisions are inconsistent with the provisions of such special act. Okay, see, any another company which is formed under some special act, okay, but what happens is that such acts yes, the provisions which are contained into such type of act, okay, other than those, okay, those provisions which are contained or which are included into Companies Act 2013, they are required to follow it. Such body corporate incorporated by any act for the time being in force as the central government may by notification specify in this behalf subject to such exceptions, modifications or adoption as may be specified in the notification. Okay, see, any body corporate which is incorporated by any act, okay, for the time being in force as the central government may by notification specify in this behalf, subject to such exceptions, modifications, okay, or adoption as may be specified in the notification. Okay, say when do we consider, okay, when we consider the Companies Act, who are the companies who are required to follow. ओके, बघा जेव्हा आपण कंपनीज ॲक्टचा विचार करतो, इज इट आधी 3 कंपनीज ज्या बघितल्यात त्याच्या व्यतिरिक्त इज इट ज्या कंपनी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सप्लाय किंवा जनरेशनचं काम करतात, ओके, ज्या प्रोव्हिजन्स इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ॲक्ट 2013मध्ये आहेत त्या प्रोव्हिजन तर त्यांना फॉलो कराव्या लागतीलच. ओके, प्लस अदर दॅन दॅट कंपनीज ॲक्टचे जे प्रोव्हिजन्स आहेत ते सुद्धा त्यांना फॉलो करावे लागतील. ओके, बघा अजून एखादी कंपनी जी कुठल्या तरी स्पेशल ॲक्टच्या अंडर फॉर्म झालेली आहे, ओके, त्या प्रोव्हिजन्ससुद्धा त्यांना फॉलो करावे लागतील. प्लस ओके, कंपनी ॲक्टची सुद्धा ज्या प्रोव्हिजन्स त्यांना ॲप्लिकेबल आहेत ते त्यांना फॉलो करावे लागतील. ओके, काही बॉडी कॉर्पोरेट जे आहेत जे कुठल्या ना कुठल्या तरी ॲक्ट अंडर इनकॉर्पोरेट झालेले आहेत त्यांनासुद्धा ते फॉलो करायला लागतील प्रोव्हिजन्स. ओके, त्या स्पेशल ॲक्टचे प्लस कंपनीज ॲक्ट 2013चे. ओके, सो इन ऑल देर आर 6 टाइप्स ऑफ कंपनीज, okay, who are required to follow the provisions of this act. Then let's see the definition of company. Yes, company means a company incorporated under this act or any previous company law. A company is a legal entity which is formed by different individuals to generate profit through their commercial activities. Company. Yes. What is a company? Yes, company means association which is incorporated under the Companies Act, okay, or any previous company law. Yes, a company is a legal entity. Company is a legal entity which is formed by different individuals. Yes, different individuals, they do come together, okay, and they form such type of entity. Yes, why they form such type of entity? Yes, the motive behind this itself is to generate profit through their commercial activities. Okay, what these people want to do? Yes, they want to generate profits through their ओके. म्हणजे कंपनी काय असते बघा, कंपनी ही एक कंपनी असते जी कंपनीज ॲक्ट अंडर किंवा कुठल्याही कंपनी लॉ अंडर फॉर्म झालेली असते. ओके, कंपनी एक अशा प्रकारची लिगल एंटिटी आहे जी काही इंडिव्हिज्युअल्सनी एकत्रित येऊन फॉर्म केलेली असते आणि त्या कंपनीचा उद्देश एवढाच असतो की त्याच्या थ्रू प्रॉफिट जनरेट करणे. ओके, हा त्यांचा उद्देश असतो. Now when we see the types of companies, okay, there are n number of types of companies actually, okay, divided into 4 parts. Okay, as per the classification we can see the different kinds of companies. Yes, as per incorporation, as per liability, as per control, as per transferability of shares. Okay, what we can do is, yes, we can surely classify the companies into different types. So one by one we will go through these types of companies. See, the first type of company as per incorporation, okay, first one is chartered companies. See, these are the incorporated under a special charter by a monarch. The East India Company and the Bank of England are the examples of chartered incorporated in England. Okay, the powers and nature of business of a chartered company are defined by the charter which incorporates it. A chartered company has wide powers. It can deal with its property and bind itself to any contract that any ordinary person can. In case the company deviates from its business as prescribed by the chartered the sovereign can annul the later and close the company. Such companies do not exist in India. See, those companies who are incorporated by king and queens, okay, those companies who are incorporated by king or queen, okay, such type of companies they are included in chartered companies. ओके, चार्टर्ड कंपनी म्हणजे काय बघा, समजा एखाद्या चार्टर म्हणजे इज इट किंग किंवा क्वीनने समजा एखादी कंपनी एस्टॅब्लिश केली असेल थ्रू त्यांच्या पॉवर्स, ओके, ते कशामध्ये येतात, चार्टर्ड कंपनीमध्ये येतात. ओके, आपल्या भारतामध्ये अशा प्रकारची चार्टर्ड कंपनीज नाही आहेत. ओके, नेक्स्ट, स्टॅट्युटरी कंपनीज. Okay, these companies are incorporated by a special act passed by the central or state legislature. Reserve Bank of India, State Bank of India, Industrial Finance Corporation, Unit Trust of India, State Trading Corporation, and Life Insurance Corporation. These are the some of the examples of statutory companies. Such companies do not have any memorandum or articles of association. Such companies, yes, they derive their powers from the acts constituting them and enjoy certain powers that companies incorporated under the Companies Act have. Alternations in the powers of such companies can be brought about by legislative amendments. Okay, the provisions of Companies Act shall apply to these companies also, except insofar as provisions of the Act are inconsistent with those of such special acts. These companies are generally formed to meet social needs and not for the purpose of earning profits. See, statutory companies means, okay, those companies who are established or incorporated by a special act. ओके, बघा, ज्या कंपनीज कुठल्या तरी स्पेशल ॲक्ट अंडर फॉर्म झालेले असतील, एज इट फॉर एक्झाम्पल रिझर्व्ह बँक ऑफ इंडिया, एज इट रिझर्व्ह बँक ॲक्टच्या अंडर फॉर्म झालेली आहे. स्टेट बँक ऑफ इंडिया, स्टेट बँक ऑफ इंडिया ॲक्ट अंडर समजा ती एस्टॅब्लिश झाली असेल, एज इट ज्या कंपनी स्पेशल ॲक्ट अंडर फॉर्म झालेल्या आहेत त्या सर्व कंपनी स्टॅट्युटरी कंपनीजमध्ये येतात. ओके, त्यांचा ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह काय आहे बघा, टू मीट द सोशल नीड्स, okay, and not to earn profit. Okay, then registered or incorporated companies, yes, these companies they are formed under the Companies Act 1956 or under the Companies Act passed earlier. To this, such companies come into existence only when they are registered under the act. Okay, and a certificate of incorporation has been issued. This is the most popular mode of incorporating a company. Registered company may further be divided into 3 categories. Okay, see, registered companies or incorporated companies, yes, they are the companies which are formed under the Companies Act 1956 or under Companies Act passed earlier to this. Okay, see, why these companies are called as registered companies? Yes, proper registration of these companies is done. Okay, see, these companies they are classified into 3 parts: the companies limited by shares, companies limited by guarantee, and the unlimited companies. Okay, see, what is companies limited by shares? Okay, it means that these types of companies have a share capital and the liability of each member or the company is limited by the memorandum to the extent of face value of share subscribed by him. Yes, through share and share capital, such type of companies they are, yes, formed, and the liability of each member who has contributed towards the shares, okay, it is limited to the face value of the share. Is it? बघा, कंपनीज लिमिटेड बाय शेअर्स म्हणजे काय? इज इट शेअर कॅपिटल थ्रू त्याचं कॅपिटल फॉर्म केलं जातं. ओके, आणि ते जे शेअर होल्डर्स आहेत त्यांची लायबिलिटी कुठपर्यंत लिमिटेड आहे. येस, त्यांची लायबिलिटी जी आहे ती त्या फेस व्हॅल्यूच्या शेअरच्या फेस व्हॅल्यूपर्यंत लिमिटेड आहे. ओके, त्याच्यानंतर कंपनी इज लिमिटेड बाय गॅरंटी. ओके, व्हॉट इज कंपनी लिमिटेड बाय गॅरंटी? These types of companies may or may not have a share capital. Each member promises to pay a fixed sum of money specified in the memorandum in the event of liquidation of the company for payment of the debts and liabilities of the company. This amount promised by him is called guarantee. Okay, see, this type of companies may or may not have share capital. Okay, but each member promises to pay a fixed sum of money for payment of debts and liabilities of the companies. Okay, बघा हे शेअर कॅपिटल थ्रू त्यांचं कॅपिटल रेज केलं असेल किंवा नाही. ओके, पण इथं प्रत्येक मेंबर काय ॲश्युरन्स देतो आहे? प्रत्येक मेंबर इथं ॲश्युरन्स देतो आहे की ओके, समजा लिक्विडेशनची वेळ आली तर जे लायबिलिटीज डेब्ट्स वगैरे असतील इज इट त्याचा प्रपोर्शनेट अमाऊंट आम्ही पे करतो. Then unlimited companies, Section 12 gives choice to the promoters to form a company with or without limited liability. A company not having a limit on the liability of its member is called an unlimited company. Okay, see, the company whose shares they are not limited or whose risk is not limited to the face value of the shares, okay, it is called as unlimited. Okay, those companies who are not having any limit on the liability of its member, it is called as unlimited company.